So we got Element Rescue, we got Rescue Craft. Dom's in the house from Florida right now. We just got done doing a class this week. He's making some coffee. What you got going over there, Dom?
Yeah, we got a little AeroPress.
Got an AeroPress?
Foil going.
There we go. This is going to be 2 parts. So we're going to have this. We're also going to start another video series before Dom hits the road tomorrow called Just the Tip, which is going to be basically weekly rescue tips that some people have been hitting us off. So it'll be from mountaineering to climbing to urban stuff all the way through rescue task force and all. So as Dom's ripping up some AeroPress, we're going to take a look at some stuff that we're going to do tonight. We got some pictures of how we're going to rig some things and take a look. So we're going to do a little crib checkout here. I'm going to show you some of the stuff that we carry down here. This isn't everything. A lot of the stuff's at the shop down in the office in Anderson, but we'll look through some of this crap that we keep here. And then we're going to look at basically evacuation platforms. Dom, you got any mustache wax?
Yeah, man, right here.
See Dom's mustache over here? A lot of cool kids do that. So tonight we're going to be looking at evacuation platforms for both mountain and urban stuff. So typically we use kits that resemble probably like a golf bag, which don't really roll out real nice when you're doing it. So we're going to see if there's a way that we can kind of downsize that. So we're going to be looking at the Phantom deal tonight. Hey, feed your blunt. Tom. So we're going to look at evacuation platforms. So we're going to look at the Phantom Haul, and we're going to combine that with the Foxtrot and see what we can come up with to see if it's kind of a little bit smaller. So let's look at the size of these things as it stands. The traditional Phantom hoist is a soft litter that was designed to be able to hoist a Talon litter. It can hoist a Foxtrot, or it can be used independently. So when we lay this thing out, we'll see on the back, that's your vertical hoist. This basically unbuckles, comes in for a vertical, but the horizontal portion is already in there too. So that's kind of what you're looking at right here. This is where your casualty's rolling into. You've got hoist. Hoistions, the only thing that differs on this is you actually have 6 points. So you have one here, one there, and there. You got a foot and you got a leg that's in there. So if we're going to compare this to any of the other friction mediums, we'll notice that this isn't really necessarily going to be drug around. But this is going to be great for any kind of helo hoist or urban. So to be able to get a drag capability, we're going to mate this thing up with a Foxtrot litter that you may have seen before. So when we look at this, typically in a roll, we'll see how these roll. This is the one that flops over. There's a direct action, then there's one that kind of rolls over. So normally the Foxtrot's put inside this for any kind of hoisting. We basically, what we did on our side is we put the Phantom litter, or the Phantom hoist, into the Foxtrot litter, laid it down, and then we quad folded it. And the result is, let me real quick. Hey, give me a smaller Halligan anywhere, man?
Oh yeah, man.
What do you got? So basically what we got is this. So we got that whole deal fitting in this. How's the coffee going, man? So we did a real light shrink wrap on it.
You got this stuff for Crossroads, right?
Crossroads Coffee, Bass, North Carolina.
Good stuff.
Got a couple pimps, man. Look into that place that goes. So basically when it fits in here, we can vacuum seal it. We can get it really tight down, because when we sealed it down really tight before this last training, we had a little bit of extra room in there. So we went ahead and took 150 feet of 9mm Phantom rope. It's 100% aramid. 6-foot multi-rig anchor, which is actually, I think we've got one over here somewhere. 6-foot multi-rig anchor, and then we put the an Edge Pro in there too, and should have that here too. There it is. An Edge Pro in there. Vacuum sealed it. Now we probably got it a little bit thicker than what we needed to. We were kind of playing around, but that's what we got. So that's 150 feet, 9mm rope with your anchor, with your Edge Pro. That actually fits in this bag also. So when you seal it down, it's pretty good. So would this be good for A dedicated rescue team, yeah, it could be, man, depending on what it is. Definitely for a team that's got to move in, having a rescue capability, even if you aren't a dedicated rescue element but needed that possibility. Even if you are a dedicated rescue element, you aren't going to be using any of this stuff anyways until you get to your casualty. And even if it's vacuum sealed, once you get there, you can compact it down for travel, keeping everything dry depending on the environment if you're doing water crossing or anything like that. Once you rip that thing open, your casualty's in this now. So it's not like you have to worry about, oh shit, I got to repack this thing and get it vacuum sealed to put it in. Your casualty's on that system, man. You're either handing off to a helo or whatever ground evac doing. You done with that thing?
Yeah, man.
Me too?
Try that.
Cool. Falling in love with you all over again, man.
It's important.
It is. It is important. It is important. Some people think this is important. Some people think it's a big deal.
We do.
We do. So that's what we're looking at for tonight, man. Just vacuum sealing some of this. We're going to show you some other stuff. A lot of people will vacuum seal their med kit for the same thing, because once you open it up, now you're using it. We feel like the same thing. The way that we get this compact down, I'd much rather carry something in this configuration than a golf bag with me, especially if I'm going through like a rough terrain evac or something like that. So that's kind of it. Dom, anything for the posse?
Stay low and go.
Holla.